Straight ahead, no fair dodging. Nice block by that. How about that center just came back in? Adam Schreiber, what a great block by a center who hasn't started but 3 games for the Giants in his entire career.
So a 13-yard run by Rodney Hampton. He gets it once again, breaking a couple tackles on the way to the 46-yard line. The defense had a hand in that one, finally brought down by Kevin Johnson. Mike Mamula is on that defensive line. They continue to push him and prod him. They think he can be greater than he is with Red Hall, Hollis Thomas, a rookie, and the great William Fuller at the defensive end. Linebackers, William Thomas. James Willis is back this week, along with Ray Farmer, who picked off a Brown pass earlier. And the secondary, the corners, Taylor and Vincent, much maligned, along with Dawkins and Michael Zordich. Second down and 6. And the ball is free, but they've blown it down at the 48-yard line. William Fuller got on Dave Brown and brought him down.
And that's news. That's on a defensive unit that hasn't had many sacks.
Third down.
In recent games, they've been fighting to get a sack. And what William Fuller has is a hyperextended left elbow. And that left arm, he can't use his club. His club is where he bangs and swings with that left arm. We talked to him yesterday. He said he thought he could be able to play a little bit better. There, he clubbed with the right arm. You could see it. He can't do much with the left arm. Nice job by Mamula pulling that ball out of there.
So that sack drives him back. It's 3rd down and 12 and 3 receivers for quarterback Dave Brown. Pretty good time. He moves up and he throws short and incomplete at the 35-yard line, looking for wide receiver Chris Callaway. That brings up 4th down, and the Eagle defense, Jerry, which has been struggling the last month, looked pretty good on that series.
And 3rd down has been terrible for the Giants, but 3rd down defense has been terrible for the Eagles. You'll see all zone. So we got the worst 3rd down offense going against a defense that is struggling, and he was getting hit on the hip, so he threw a dirt ball.
Former Eagle Mike Coran, who played here in the mid-'80s, will punt this ball through the wind and rain in Philadelphia. And from the 10-yard line, it's Marseille, the former San Diego Charger, who breaks a tackle and takes it out to the 23, where he is forced out of bounds by Jason Sehorn. A 42-yard punt with a 13-yard return. It's 3-0 the Eagles. Eagles get a field goal on an interception from Dave Brown. It's 3-0 Philadelphia on top. 6:10 remaining in the first quarter from Veterans Stadium. Well, next week, Fox's NFL doubleheader action has the Giants and the Dolphins, or the Redskins and the Buccaneers, followed by the Cowboys and the Cardinals, or the Panthers and San Francisco. So tune in next week as the race to the playoff heats up right here on Fox, home of Super Bowl 31. Kevin Harlan, Jerry Glanville in rainy Philadelphia as it's blowing in on us here in the booth.
Got a little wet on that one.
On their own 23, 1st down and 10. Detmer throws, and it's caught by the diving rookie tight end, Jason Dunn. He picks up 5 after being brought down by Jesse Campbell.
And Jason Dunn's been a little bit of a disappointment to the Eagles staff. He usually makes one good play, and then he's done. He goes off injured. Watch him here. They got 2 ends that side, but watch the one on the inside. That's Jason Dunn. Nothing scientific, just a little short out route, but he usually leaves there. He left. He thinks he's hurt again. And the coaches says one play with Dunn, and he's done for the day.
Dunn thinks he's finished. Ed West will take his place. 2nd down 5. And off again to Charlie Gardner, who moves about a yard ahead, and that's about it. Corey Widner makes the stop. Right now for McDonald's game break, let's return to James Brown at our Fox Television Center in Hollywood.
Kevin, Boomer Esiason knew that his favorite target, Larry Sinters, will be spied on all day. He's got plenty of time, still tries to force it in there. It's picked off. That leads to a 38-yard field goal by Scott Sisson. Vikings up by 3. Kevin and Jerry.
Those are 2 teams, Jerry, fighting for their playoff lives. They both come in 6 up and 6 down.
And the Cardinals are playing with so much speed right now, I think they got a chance to make a run at this division.
3rd down and 5, and Detmer again right on the money. And Ricky Waters breaking tackles. Waters inside the 40 and down at the 36-yard line. Tito Wooten finally caught up to him. That's a pickup of 36 yards.
And Waters has speed like a wideout. That's why they liked him at San Francisco. He'll circle out late. He was the last one to leave the backfield. Again, all crossing routes against the zone. And you can see he has a speed like a defensive back.
A season-long 36-yard catch for Ricky Waters, his 38th of the year. And the handoff on 1st and 10 goes to Waters again. And he works his way to the 31. It's a pickup of 5. Michael Strahan makes the stop. You know, Waters has been complaining about not getting the ball enough.
Well, he's the guy on a day like today that you got to feed the football to. Now, the formation, they ran a lead. The backs are offset, which is very unusual. Watch him come in and then Waters foul. It's a draw to the weak side. And a nice block by Kevin Turner. He loves to run behind Kevin Turner, the old New England Patriot fullback.
And you like Turner.
Oh, I liked him when he was at New England. I hated to see the Patriots let a guy like that go, but he's helping this team.
2nd and 5 pass caught by Waters again. He has another first down to the 14-yard line of the Giants. Corey Widmer caught up with him. That's a 17-yard gain on the heels of a 36-yard pickup 2 plays ago.
Well, what they're doing is they're running the crossing routes to eat up the linebackers and then sending Waters out late, crossing over the other way. Watch the 2 backs in the backfield. He's out right away. Look at the backs crisscrossing, and that's eating up the linebackers. And Corey Widmer's all alone then on Waters, and he can't run. He doesn't have the speed. That Montana State linebacker can't run with Waters.
From the 15, 1st and 10, Detmer going to the end zone, and wide open for a touchdown is the tight end, Jason Dunn.
And a nice job by Detmer. He got whacked. They hit him full flush, and he still got the ball off. Well, Jason Dunn came back.
He wasn't finished. Now the Eagles will try for the point after. A 14-yard touchdown pass to Jason Dunn, the rookie out of Eastern Kentucky, with his 2nd reception in the end zone this year, and Anderson bangs it through. And pass completions of 36 yards to Waters and 17 yards to Waters sets up this 14-yard touchdown pass.
And watch Ty Detmer stand in there. Wham! A good hit on him. That's Keith Hamilton getting a good hit on him. Watch Jason Dunn get into the end zone. Somehow he became invisible after the play fake. Again, that's got to be a bust in the secondary. Somebody's not in the right zone or the right coverage. I don't know if that was Felipe Sparks had the deep third or what coverage they're in, but there's a mental error in the secondary once again.
Eagles have scored the last 2 times they've had the ball. Dunn picks up the 14-yard touchdown pass. And a nice beginning for Ray Rhodes and his Eagles. Detmer on that drive, by the way, Jerry, which encompassed 77 yards and about 3.5 minutes on the clock. Detmer was 4 of 4 on that drive.
I think what you got to say is Ricky Waters was on the receiving end of 2 huge plays out of that 4 out of 4.
36 yards and 17 yards. In fact, Waters has had the ball 9 times out of 18 plays so far in the game. He wanted the ball. He's getting the ball.
Well, I tell you what you do. When you're in a bind and you're in a push, you feed the stud. You got a star. Be sure the ball ends up in his hand some way.
Now the subsequent kickoff by Anderson, who kicked it on the ground the last time, and he has not had a touchback this year. And at the 10-yard line, it'll be rookie Conrad Hamilton. And Hamilton takes it up by the 25 to the 27-yard line. Ryan Dawkins brings him down, and the Giants will get it back. Ricky Waters has been carrying the ball 50% of the time today on the ground and through the air, and you can see, Jerry, what's happened during the season and what's happened the last couple of games in terms of his percentage of involvement in the Eagle offense.
91% of the rush. They're trying to change that today with giving Garner more of a chance to carry that ball. And he's probably got more carries today than what he's had. I think he's got a couple of carries already, and they say they're going to give him 10.
Well, let's see how the Giants respond. Down 10-0 as Brown throws a floater, and it's knocked down on the corner by Bobby Taylor. Chris Callaway was in the sights of Brown. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Well, it was an all-out blitz on Brown, and the Giants picked it up beautiful. And you got to throw a better ball than this when you got one-on-one. Here's Bobby Taylor singled up, and you can see the blitz coming from the safety. But this ball hangs. This ball arrives real late. Not a good throw that time, not a hard pass.
And Taylor struggled last week against Arizona.
I tell you what, the corners, the head coach Ray Rhodes says we got to help our corners. They've been beat a little bit the last couple of weeks.
Tyrone Wheatley is in the game for the first time. 2nd down and 10, and Wheatley gets the call. Breaks one tackle and then is stacked up and brought down for maybe a gain of a yard. That's about it. Kevin Johnson makes the stop. We talked to Tyrone Wheatley at length yesterday here in Philadelphia.
That was a great interview. Here's a guy that nobody thinks he can run up inside because he was so effective on the sweeps early. But to run up inside, he told us he just needs to get lathered up. He needs more than 2 or 3 carries. He needs about 9 carries, he says, and then he can start finding the holes and picking his way up through there.
He told us experience is everything. 3rd down and 9. Gary Downs is in the backfield as Brown retreats in the pocket. He's got to get to the 37 for a first down, and he is short by a yard. William Thomas saw to that. He slammed the door shut. And the Giants, for a 2nd consecutive time, have got to punt the ball, and again, the Eagle defense does their job.
And he escaped from a sack, and the Giants, they're so bad on 3rd down, they kept him both back. Neither back leaves. Both these guys stay in there to try to help the protection, and they still get pressure on him. And of all guys, that's Darian Connor chasing. Watch Zordes. Oh, boy, the strong safety, Michael Zordes, comes up and makes sure he doesn't get the first down. Nice cleanup by Michael Zordes.
It's interesting to see Brown running like that. He still has that back injury that he suffered a couple weeks ago.
Imagine getting a muscle pull off the bone. You'd have a sore back, wouldn't you?
Mike Horan's first boot went 42 yards. This is similar, but it's off the hands of Mark Say and deep back inside the 10, and it's a fumble, and the Giants have recovered the ball at the Eagle 8-yard line.
That wet ball, it sort of hit him in the chest and bounced out of there. And because of injuries, Say was moved up to the #1 punt returner. Oh, boy, he had it in his arms. He's trying to catch it with his elbows. Excellent coverage by the Giants. They're all down there flying around trying to find it.
Charles Way is the one who jumped on the ball.
Oh, Way came right over the top of him. Nice job by Charles.
So the Giants have new life. And Philadelphia, born and raised, Charles Way with the big play. 1st and goal from the Eagle 9 for New York. Rodney Hampton around the way block, and he slithers to the 6 where Hollis Thomas brings him down on a gain of 3.
And I think this is a good job by the Giants coaching staff. Get Hampton back in there. This is his type of field. He's a munner. Watch Charles Way lead it. Nice kick out block. The guard's pulling out through there. That's Ron Stone. And then Way trying to lead up through.
Ron Stone had a good week last week against Dallas.
I like both guards for the Giants. I like Lance Smith and Ron Stone.
2nd down, goal from the 6. The fake by Brown, and there's a fumble on the play. And it is loose and recovered by the Eagles at the 22-yard line.
Wow, that was close to being a touchdown for the Eagles. If he could have picked that up, he'd have been off and running. You're seeing the wet, hard ball to hold on to. And this was a bootleg. It was a bootleg pass, something they don't do much of. Ray Farmer's on the blitz. Ray Farmer's on the blitz and hit the ball with his left hand. Now, if William could have picked that up, he could have run that in. But they're thrilled to death just to get the ball back.
So the Eagles have fumbled at the Giant 12. The Giants have fumbled at the Eagle 23. And the weather, as we predicted, playing a role early in this game.
We thought maybe, it'd be Waters, the guy dropping the ball. Everybody's dropped the ball but Waters.
Waters is at the top of your screen as a receiver as Detmer changes the play. 10 seconds left in the first quarter with the 1st and 10. A short drop in the quick throw, and Chris T. Jones makes the grab near the 25-yard line. And he's out to the 27. He picks up 4 on the play, and 4 seconds remains in the first quarter.
And Irvin Fryer did a good job as a vet bringing Chris T. Jones back. I asked him about that yesterday, and Irvin Fryer said he got with that youngster and that rookie, and he told him what he had to do to put last week's game to sleep. And I think he did a good job of helping that youngster come back and play.
The first quarter has come to a close. The Eagles with the touchdown pass. They lead.